What's going on, guys? JayDYGO, and today we're actually going to be doing some test hands for ABC Adventure Therion. A lot of you guys really enjoyed the deck profile, and I actually should show off some test hands to see what the deck can do going first or second. So I got my deck right here, extra deck. I actually got this sweet OTS Field Center from the Nerd Dungeon in Asheville. Really awesome new local scene. Gave this as a little prize for them becoming OTS certified. And then I got this really nice meta mat from when me and my friend Colby went to Knoxville this past weekend. So this looks awesome. Dried it on here, and then it's actually signed. I don't really know much about meta mats, so this is my first one and I really enjoy it. But other than that, let's go right to the test hands and let's see what we can do. I'm gonna go ahead and pile shuffle, just kind of get that good randomizing up there. But yeah, a lot of folks are very excited for Sprite, tier elements. I myself am personally building Sprite. That deck is way too much fun, and I will be doing a deck profile whenever I get all my stuff for it. But yeah, so right now, shuffle up ABC Therion. Gonna cut as well as we normally would. Alright, so test hand starting out, we got... That's not good. That's pretty solid. That's also really good. Rocks Rose and Discolumcium. Wow, okay, so very sketchy little hand. It's not like the best possible hand. Really wish we had like an interruption of some sort and we didn't open Rocks Rose. But we do have full combo as we opened up the two field spells and terraforming, as you guys saw in my deck profile, that we have full combo with just the two field spells. So, first off, let's just go ahead and activate Union Hanger to add. We will add, of course, B. I'm gonna go ahead and normal summon B, effect of Union Hanger. We're gonna equip it with Union Driver. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Union Driver, banish it, and then we'll equip it with Torque Tune. Torque Tune effect to special, and then we will go ahead and link into Hulk. We'll chain link 1 Hulk, chain link 2 B to add. We're going to be adding C, and then we're going to be special summoning Red Rose Dragon. So yeah, very standard combo here. You know, at least we opened up the good stuff. We could have, I wish, opened up like hand traps or maybe some other little things, but hey, it works. We're gonna go ahead and activate this Coliseum here. Gonna go ahead and then add Regulus off of that. And gonna go ahead and use Regulus effect targeting the B. Gonna special summon Regulus and then equip B. So even if they do DD Crow the B, you guys can still special summon Regulus if people didn't know that. So that's really nice. You still get the Omni, even if you don't get the body. We're gonna go ahead and special summon B off its effect. We're gonna Synchro. Go right into Shooting Riser Dragon. We're gonna chain link 1 Shooting Riser, chain link 2 Red Rose, chain link 3 B. I don't know why I said blue. Yeah. B is going to add A. Shooting Riser or Red Rose is going to be summoning the Rocks Rose from hand, and then Shooting Riser is also going to be sending A. Oop, there we go. And then we'll get all of our good stuff as well. Since these are now a 3, let's put a dice on to represent the level. So, Rocks Rose Dragon on a new chain, we're going to add Basil Rose Shoot. And now because Shooting Rise is level 3 and we have Rocks Rose as well, we're going to go ahead and link. We're going to make the Cherubini. Cherubini's going to dump our Water Enchantress. Enchantress is going to banish. I'm going to add Right. You can go ahead and activate Right. And then we're going to make the token and set or activate Faithful. And we'll set it here. Make sure I resolve Right. If you guys remember the video, I kind of left that on field the entire time. From here, since we did open Dracoback, it's not technically going to matter to go ahead and use Basil Rose Shoot to get the Dracoback add. We're just going to go ahead and then just activate Faithful. We're going to add the Wandering Griffin Rider, and then we're going to pitch the C from our hand. From here, we are going to activate Basil Rose Shoot, and then we're going to special summon out our Rocks Rose. Going to link into Dagda. Make sure I resolve that. We're then going to activate, I gotta trigger off the dagda somehow. So what we really could do is we go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and banish the A, C, and B. I'm going to summon out the ABC Dragon Buster. And from here, we are pretty set. So of course we end with another Omni in hand and the discard fodder, so that way we can go into our opponent's turn. Yeah, so we pass here, stand by, or draw, stand by main, they do something, we'll go tag out with Hulk. So let me put my hand right down here. So Hulk, chain link 1, Dagda, chain link 2, if they can't respond. We will set the scythe. We will then go TG1 Magician. Magician, pop Scythe. Scythe effect. Bring back, Scythe chain link 1, TG1 chain link 2. Going to go into Baron. So we have an ED lock, we have 2 Omni Negates, discard banish, and then we have another Omni Negate too. So, very solid. And 2 cards in hand still, in case we do anything else. This comes back, of course, oops, whip to the adventure token. And yeah, very easy, solid board there. Let's go into the next test hand. If you guys are really enjoying these test hand videos, please let me know down in the comments, or at least liking and just saying something, I guess. I really do enjoy making these test hand videos. I just know sometimes people don't like those super long videos. But yeah, if it's something you'd like to enjoy, it gives me practice too, and yeah, we'll learn from there. So cut that in half, and we're gonna draw our 5. We got Mystic Mine, Terraforming, Right, Union Hanger, and this Coliseum. We got it again. So gonna play this out. We're gonna get the exact same thing, and we end with mine. So 3 field spells in hand is not the greatest thing humanly possible, of course. Technically 4 field spells in hand and right. So we're gonna get the exact same board we had last time, to be honest with you. So I'm not really gonna do this again. We can, you know what? I'm going to do a deviation of the board and see if we can do anything different. So we'll go ahead and activate Union Hanger. We'll be adding B, of course. Normal B, Union Hanger effect. Let's put my hand somewhere this way. Union Hanger effect to equip with Union Driver. Union Driver banishes, equip with Torque Tune. Torque Tune effect, special, link, go right into Hulk, chain link 1 Hulk, chain link 2 B, B add C, summon Red Rose. I'm going to go ahead and activate this Coliseum, add our Regulus. I'm going to go Regulus effect, targeting with B, special, equip B, B specials, going to sync. Go Shooting Riser chain link 1, Red Rose chain link 2, B chain link 3. So let's see here. So instead of adding or sending A off of Shooting Riser, we can send something else. So let's keep doing the chain. So we're special out summoning Rocks Rose, and then Shooting Riser is gonna just dump. We're gonna dump Fairy Tale Snow this time. That way we have that there, and this changes to level 3. All right. New chain, Rocks Rose, gonna add Basil Rose Shoot. Now we got 3 cards in hand, or more cards in hand. So if you don't want to go for ABC, since we won't be able to get the extra discard here, I feel like we can do something more fun. I'm not really running IP in this one anymore, but we could go for an Appaloosa line if, you know, they don't have a, let's play really Plunder and they don't really need to special or have their extra deck. We can do that instead. We can go here, we could just go Basil Rose Shoot, summon back Red Rose, just to kind of get a bigger Appaloosa. And then we'll do that there. We'll just go ahead and link 4. Make an Appaloosa for 3 with my other dice. From here we could then just go Rite of Aramasir. Going to make the token, I'm kind of fumbling a little bit. Make the token, activate Fateful. And then we could still actually end with Baron, since we have Shooting Riser, if we ever just want to swap out like that. Let's see. what was I doing here? We got Fateful, that. Yeah, so we'll go Fateful Effect, we'll add Wandering Griffin Rider, and we'll pitch a piece, we'll pitch C. And then we'll Special Griffin, we're going to get Faithful, and then we're going to add the Draco back. So this board is a deviation of the other board, that way you're not just doing the same kind of play. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to ED lock, especially against a deck like Flunder since they don't need it. You have your 3 monster negates, 2 omni negates, and you have a quick synchro. So what you can technically do is you still have the token. You could use the omni negate from Griffin first, put this back into the deck, and then you can use Snow Engrave, banishing 7, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we can probably get rid of B, to be honest with you. Get rid of B, get 7, hit the board, Snow, flip something, they do something like that. So we can sync here, so we have a 3, a 4, and a 4. Fuck it, just slap out Psychic and Punisher, you know? And then they have to deal with that now. If you're not under Wind Barrier statue, at least that's going to work out, and then come your turn, you still have stuff to do. That was another good test hand, that way you're not just doing the same lines, but yeah, now we got Appaloosa on board, Psychic and Punisher. There's been a time where I actually got dropletted, and they dropped everything except Shooting Riser, so all I did was Shooting Riser go into Psychic and Punisher with Regulus. And that was really neat. They weren't expecting that, and it held up the game for quite a while that I could actually grind and get them. Alright, so let's go to the third test hand. Alright. And for the last test hand, we'll just cut, shuffled, just do another quick one. We'll go. Ooh, okay. Starting off with a pretty bad hand this time. Whoa. No. No! No. Sort of. It's not like the best thing you could do, but it's playable. So from here you can definitely attempt to get the Ash, so you'll go Water Enchantress, Banish. Yes, they are ultis. I am a slut for high rarity. I really wish I could hit up the money for Starlights, but I got good trades off of these, so I really appreciate it. My friends for getting that for me. So we'll banish that. Let's say they Ash it, you know. Alright, that's fine. We'll go right, make token, activate Fateful. Alright. We'll go ahead and try to set up, that way we can get Torque-Tune Engrave and we get Regulus on the field, and we can still go into Hulk stuff, I believe. We can then go Fateful Effect, we're going to add Griffin Rider, and then we got to pitch a card, we're going to be pitching the Torque-Tune. From here, you can then special out the Enchantress, which is going to trigger the Fateful. And of course you can still trigger the Griffin Rider in response with the Water Enchantress, I guess. But yeah, Griffin Rider's going to hit the field also. And then we're going to go Regulus Effect targeting the Torque-Tune. We're just going to grab it. Torque-Tune Effect the special. We're going to Link. Make Hulk. Alright, so Hulk's going to summon out the Red Rose. So from here is where it gets a little tricky. We could still use the Griffin Rider. We can use it to make Baron right here and now, or we can use Red Rose and the token to make Shooting Riser and get more pieces and stuff into the graveyard to keep going, and then use the Rocks Rose off the summon, and then we'll go from there. So I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to go, yeah, we'll sync the Red Rose and the token. Go Shooting Riser, Chainlink 1 Shooting Riser, Chainlink 2 Red Rose. We're going to get out our Rocks Rose. Shooting Riser is going to dump us. We could even dump Snow and just have a disruption that way. That way we're not too worried about the follow-up. So we'll dump Snow. And we'll put that to make it level 3. And then Rocks Rose, of course, on a new chain, we'll add Basil Rose Shoot. And yeah, so technically we can still end with 2 Omni Negates and an Appaloosa. It's not a very solid board since we open up kind of weird with 2 Enchantresses and Torque-Tune and right, so not the best hand, but it's still playable. What we can do here is now we're going to sync the Rocks Rose and the Wandering Griffin Rider. Let's just go ahead and make Baron. We can then even use Basil Rose Shoot here, revive one of the Rose Dragons, and we'll just make a 3 Negate Appaloosa. It's more of a simplified board, but it does work. And yeah, I mean, right there should be fine. You could even do this, so let's backtrack a little bit. We'll put the Appaloosa back in the extra deck. Put Basil Roche back in her hand, this engrave. We had Shooting Riser, that, and let's even go back before Baron, you know? So that means it's gonna go all the way back. We got Rocks Rose, Wonder Griffin Rider, up, and Shooting Riser. That's what the board looked like, and Snow back into the deck. So from here, we could even do something like this. Instead of sending Snow off of the Shooting Riser, we could actually send Scythe. You know, we could send Scythe here. Scythe hits the graveyard, so this makes this a level 2 now, which is going to be the Galatea. And then from here, we can then Synchro for Baron. We can then use Basil Roche, revive any of the Rose Dragons. Link 4. Yeah, so instead of sending Snow, we sent Scythe instead, leaving us to go past our opponent, stand by. Baron actually tags out, and we summon Scythe. Extra deck lock. Done. And we still get an Omnigate and 3 Monster Negates. So, that is pretty good there, not much to worry about. It would be nice ending with Baron and Scythe, but of course that way we get an easy cheese and eat extra deck lock somebody right then and there. Alright, not too bad. And then, of course, when you draw back to our turn, we're going to get, well, I didn't shuffle, but you know what I mean. Like, we just get another card to kind of keep going. Can't do too much with Scythe if they are a deck that needs their extra deck. And we have a bunch of interruptions for them. Alright, not too bad. And let's do one more test hand, and then we'll call it a day for the video. Alright, last one. For the last one, let's make a go second hand, you know? Let's go, I know a good second deck we could play against. So good go second deck, or good deck we can go second against. Let's just put Sword Soul on the line, you know? So Sword Soul ending with what they normally have. I'm gonna say 2 hand traps, the Sinister Sovereign, and the Chi-Shao. Maybe Blackout, you know, we'll see. C. Just Coliseum, it's not bad. Ash, so we had a Disruption on their turn. A, and Red Rose. So, not the best hand whatsoever. So, we had a Disruption. Let's say we did Ash something, and we're sitting on something else. And that's going to be our next card. Not the greatest, unfortunately. We're going to have to do some very wonky type stuff. Actually, I don't think we could really do much, now I'm going to be honest with you. This hand's pretty dead. If only we can get away to normal summon again, or at least pitch a card, we could do something, but this is a pretty bad hand. We can't really do much. This was Union Hanger, different story. It is not in this case, and this is where we just take the L. I'll be honest with you guys there. You can kind of scare them a little bit, and do this Coliseum. We're going to add our Regulus. And from that, you're just going to have to set fast. Or you could even try to go to a more simplified game state with going to normal summon C, Winter Battle. We'll take some damage. We're then going to activate the effect of C. We're going to summon Assault Core on a different chain. Yeah, so that's really the only thing I can kind of think you should do, or should do. The only thing that would kind of work would be go C, normal summon C. We're going to enter battle. We're going to hit into one of the monsters and take some damage. We'll activate C's effect. We're going to then special out summon A, and then main phase 2 we'll use Regulus's effect if they don't try to stop it in any shape or form. I'll couple it with C, and then if they don't interrupt us, we'll go C effect. Still nothing. Yugioh. Yugioh's effect is going to detach 2. Going to draw us 2 cards, discard 1 card. Draw. Okay. And better now, but it's a little too late. But you guys see what I mean? Like, if it was Sword Soul we were playing against, we definitely would not be surviving this much. We can then, it's kind of playing it through. We'll Union Hanger, we'll add B. We can make the ABC. But then, not too much more than after that. We can get Water Enchantress. Oh, did I pitch? I didn't pitch a card. Pitching for the Yugiohs, we will definitely pitch Snow. This makes that easier. Then we can Water Enchantress, get right. But you guys see what I mean? Like, we have a lot of ways to play, even though it's not the greatest, it does kind of have steam no matter what you're doing. The steam may not be good, but it's something. We can activate right. We're going to make the token, and then we'll activate Fateful. Once I find it. There, we'll go Fateful effect, and we'll add the Griffin Rider. And then we'll pitch the bee. So now we have all 3 pieces in the graveyard. We can even special summon out the Griffin Rider right now, put the defense there. And then we'll get our Draco back. Oops. We can then special out Dragon Buster by banishing 3. Easy Dragon Buster there. We can discard with that, banish a monster they got, bring this back. We're going to bounce the other monster with this. And from here, we just have a new Garrus. I'll most likely be special summoning out in defense if that works, but yeah. So, you know, the deck does have some of its flaws. I mean, it's barely bricked. You have some weird hands, but all the hands you guys have seen at least have been all pieces that just kind of go together if it's not interrupted in any shape or way. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this test hand video. I had a lot of fun doing it. I really like showing off this deck. It's just so much fun, so much stuff to do. I will definitely still be playing this a little bit in the next format, but I'm definitely going to be playing Sprite as my main deck. I will be doing a deck profile for that whenever all my stuff comes in, so yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I will catch you next time. See you later.